Yeah,
Terrible.
I had to open my book like this.
So
This
hi
is
everyone,
nuts.
welcome to Crobaton.
What do you have to write while you're waving? Why does
I have to set it up. I have to be prepared for when Justin says something just before the stream starts. If he does ever say anything, not that stream would know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I don't
this
know
is.
what you're talking about. Nothing like that ever happens.
Yeah, no,
Me
it
too.
never happens
No,
anything like that at
never.
all. No.
So hi everyone,
Hi,
welcome back to
everybody.
Crobaton, D&D 5th edition campaign, written by me, BlazeFort, aka Tom, and I forgot my name there for a second. I am
That's
your
fine.
chaotic evil dungeon master. I have some players. We have Justin,
Hola.
we have Riley,
Hello.
we have Mare, we have
Hi.
Mary,
Hello.
we have Alex,
Salutations.
and the mysterious voice Josh.
Hi, I'm mysterious. And a voice.
At the same time. Look at
Allegedly.
that. If you are watching on Twitch, make sure that you are following and consider subscribing. If you have Twitch Prime, which is what happens when you link your Twitch account with your Amazon Prime account, you get one free sub a month on Twitch, and you could use it right here. Just saying. But like, if you do have Amazon Prime, like actually get Twitch Prime and subscribe to just someone, so you're not wasting it. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I think that's our announcements, because, like, no sponsors yet.
Yet.
Yet? I have nothing in the works, but yet, maybe one day.
Yet. But we're great, so.
I'm getting better at this, I promise. So I'll start with the previously on Crobaton. The party continued with their slight downtime. Thornton and Zenaria had a long talk about tactics in combat and how the party views them. Eventually, everyone made their way to the council a little earlier than they were expecting, but after a few minutes of waiting, Bran returns with Simon Lester in tow. Bran shows off his spoils from the crypt, much of which would end up in the hands of the party. He reveals that he discovered a cloak used by Voidwalkers, which, to his surprise, the rest of the council and the party already knew about their involvement. Enid asked of the party to complete 2 more trials, and that he would take them to the next one soon. With the party agreeing and receiving compensation, the council met without the party as they prepared for another journey north, this time in carts. We began with the party around the graveyard that they once explored. So, like, around this point, it's the... what's the date? 17th of Yule. So you left on the 16th, like that, like afternoon, night-ish time, and so you spent the night, and then on the way, you came across the graveyard. You had 2 carts with guards in them, following you, so it's the 3 carts that you guys had, like, on this journey, so like you had plenty of people around you. So like as you arrive at the graveyard, the 2 carts kind of like they go in through the gates that you guys went through, and they make their way towards the crypt. Emit joins them, so your cart is currently stopped there. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Is there snow on the ground?
There's still a little bit of snow on the ground. Like most of it's melted. Like most of the stuff that's in the sunlight at this point is mostly melted, but like stuff that's in shade or like large piles is still like around.
Make a
Snowballs.
little baby snowball.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you can make like a smaller snowball.
The kobolds are amused.
I'm gonna very carefully place it on Koj's head.
Koj is no longer amused.
Oh boy.
The kobolds now have vendetta against 2 party members.
Yes.
So, I guess since we know what the next trial is, what are you guys scared of?
I'm not afraid of anything. Clearly.
Nothing.
I can't wait to find out what this does to you. I'm not afraid of nothing.
Nothing.
It'll be most amusing.
It seems that we are scared of facing our emotions, so that's good.
You know, that's a
Gordon
good
kind of just
point.
raises an eyebrow at Edelweiss and then goes back to his reading.
Rodin's gonna look around and like behind him to see if his emotions are there. He's a bit confused by what Elway said. I
Make a
don't see any
perception-
emotions here,
Make a
Edelweiss.
perception check.
Oh,
Make a perception check.
oh. That's a 9.
You do not find your emotions.
I'm not seeing any emotions to face here, Edelweiss. Could you point them out?
Yeah. So I walk over. They're right here, and I point to his heart.
Oh, is this like with misfortune the other day?
don't
I
know
promise,
what
there's
that-
no invisible weight there.
What? What?
I don't know. Yeah, otherwise there's no invisible weight there. There's nothing there.
Okay. I don't know where to go. Okay, I'm just gonna go sit down over there.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's gonna sit down, very confused on what just happened.
Okay, does anyone else want to do anything? If not, you can just wait a few minutes until Emmet gets back. That's an option.
Zenny has figured out how to tie her void cloak into a butt bow. And she looks adorable.
I need that YouTube tutorial video of Zeneria doing that.
Dude, it'll come soon. I'll do it on stream. How she has to dramatically release it when she activates the cloak. She was playing with it in the cart, and now like if you're standing, she's like fluffing her butt bow. One would do if one had a butt bow. Fluff it. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you.
Zeneria, it's clear that Zeneria has clearly showed us that she is not afraid of fashion.
Seriously.
She embraces
Being
it.
cute, guy.
This is not
Yeah.
Sophia.
Misfortune might. She's still wearing like the same dirty cloak she's always had.
She's nervous about the circlet. She's like, it's too much, isn't it?
Yeah, she's like, this is a lot. I'm too shiny. I stand out. I think I'm like burnishing it or something. Like just giving it a good shine.
Okay.
And really hoping it doesn't randomly go off in my hands.
Wait.
Because I don't know how it works.
I'll say that you don't do that.
Okay. I am
Because it's
grateful.
like, I think it's like you speak the command word kind of thing, not like you just press it in the wrong way.
I always
no, I
figured you
think
just
just
dunk
as as a wild sorcerer, you know, you never really know, you know?
Would you like to roll like a Constitution check?
No.
Cool.
Just
Are you sure?
yes. I got that bad constitution.
It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
I don't have anything specific I want to do or say other than cleaning the circlet.
Okay.
The kobolds are going to applaud Zen's butt bow. They're fashionistas, you see.
She's very, very confused at first, and then bows and thanks them.
So, do we care what's happening in there? Have we done our part there and we're just kind of like letting it go?
I mean, whatever we're about to do is probably going to be exhausting. I don't really want to spend extra energy caring about what's going on inside.
That's
They
a good
were
point.
just here to investigate further and double check what we and Bran had found anyway.
I don't feel like going in. This is a really good part of this book.
Oh, what book are you reading?
Lindiana Bones.
Is it
The Temple of Bones.
It's like me carrying around Percy Jackson everywhere I go. It's just like this is a
It's just
book, I
like
will read
it's
it.
this really good part where this guy is like reaching into some dude's chest and he's like taking his heart out.
Oh
It's very
yeah,
good. Yeah.
that's a great
Okay,
part.
it-
Yeah.
Oh, the
And
third
I'm gonna start
one.
reading over his shoulder.
The one with the child slaves.
He's like-
Ooh.
And like Gordon gets excited that he's like having somebody to read with. He's like, "Oh, I'm right about here."
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
character's name is Lindiana Bones
Yes.
and going into a temple of bones?
Yes.
So,
Hmm.
the temple is named after Lindiana?
No, it's just coincidence.
No relation.
Yeah, no relation.
So that's really awkward. They should probably write better.
Gordon kind of just gives like Edelweiss a really nasty scowl.
I'm gonna give Edelweiss a warning look from behind Gordon's shoulder.
I guess one of us is not going to be sleeping in the tent tonight.
I forgot.
I
Edelweiss,
see how
fanfic.
I see how seriously Missy and Gorgon are taking Edelweiss's comments, and I decide to continue to try to rile them up.
Oh no.
And
Oh, yes.
so Malika says something like, you know, to avoid that confusion, it probably would have been better if they made it, you know, Temple of Stones or something. You know, still rhymes, but won't confuse people. They won't think that that is Lindiana's temple, you know?
Yeah, because, like, why would she break into her own temple? That's just kind of weird.
This book is a freaking masterpiece.
And the point
I
isn't the
think-
rhyme. It's not why they named the temple that.
I mean,
I mean,
somebody-
considering bones and bones, that is a pretty bad rhyme, so I would
The-
hope it wasn't the point.
They
The
probably have to
bones
get
are
a
like the
better definition.
purpose of the temple. It's like
Yeah.
By the
love
bones,
that.
do you mean the actual bones or the archaeologist?
oh my god.
You see what the issue is here. It needs
No,
more
it's like-
clarification, and that's why they need the separation. Separation of church and state, separation of archaeologist and temple.
Yeah, like, a lot of people.
What
had
in
to look
God's
at
name
this
are you
book
just separating the
beforehand.
archaeologist and the what the? Do you know what an archaeologist is?
Barely. I've just heard Missy talk
A
about the
little.
plot of this book before, so like I'm using what knowledge I have. I just cut my pen.
Gordon just starts like breathing like very heavily out of anger.
I'm gonna like pat Gordon's shoulder and
So-
be like, just ignore them. Just ignore them.
So around now, Emmet begins to approach, and he's kind of like looking at everyone. Like Gordon seems very tense. Missy's kind of tense, and he just doesn't know what
Maleka's
he's walking on, and
laughing.
he's quiet for
Wait.
now.
Hey, Emmett, why did you leave us in here like some kids with when their mom goes into the grocery store? Like, why did you leave us here like this?
They have grocery stores.
He offered for us to come with him, and we said we want to stay in the car.
I don't get that
You
reference.
know what? It's our own fault. Never let us sit in the car together.
Well,
We're gonna set off the alarm.
is this how
We
you
did.
always
There's like
are?
now I wonder which one of the kid which one of us is the kid that just opens and closes the window, and the other one is just the one that honks the horn.
I'm probably honking the
What?
horn if that's what you call me fighting with Gordon and Missy right now.
And Edelweiss opens the door because he forgets that there's an alarm. It sets off when he opens it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so Eamon,
are you all always like this when you're out together?
Just during book club.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
see.
think
I was about to ask,
always-
like, say, we never have book club.
we've only known each other like
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, and tensions are rising high for a lot of reasons, so I'd say yes.
The idea of a trial of pain, fear.
Maybe they should have a group building exercises instead of
Yes,
pitting us against our
usually-
own
terrifying
emotions.
ones.
It easily sets one on edge,
He's-
I think.
Need to find a
Edge of what?
psychologist, do some team building exercises, you know.
Exactly.
I mean,
Like emotionally, sort of.
maybe just name
Like,
it something
even- do you-
different.
I see.
I-
Well, no, I
do
don't.
you
They're
ever
just
like?
cool, but-
Are there no like problems with your team? Like, you have a big team. You guys have to be separated most of the time, right?
I mean,
That's why
yes.
no one's there ever.
Guys are like a dysfunctional family too, right? You know.
I mean, we have a working relationship. We work
Maybe we should
together
have
for
more
the
of those.
betterment of the city.
So what you're saying is we need a city.
We should not
We
run a city
shouldn't-
otherwise.
We shouldn't live together so closely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throden and
Exactly.
Zanira should stop sharing a room, and Gorgon and Oi should stop sharing a room. And I
What?
think that
Wait.
would help.
We
Frodo
don't share a
shares a
room.
room
I
with
share a
the
room with the
kobold.
kobold.
I don't know what you're talking about. Emmet, please get us out of here as fast as possible.
You
Can I run an insight check to see what's up with Missy?
Oh, allow it.
Can I make an insight check between Zen and Throden?
I think Zed and Ronan are staring
I
at each
have a
other.
solid answer for you, Edelweiss, no matter what your insight check is. Missy's trying to get a rise out of Zamiria and Throden because she's teasing them about constantly being in rooms together alone. And that's what you get.
Wow, I'm glad I got that with a natural 1.
Misfortune is
You spoke too soon.
then you get that Missy's jealous and you're not sure why.
Oh, Here comes the love
Which is not
triangle.
even true. Yeah.
Oh, a
Can
10.
we like? Is
Yeah.
there a reason we're all in one cart? Can like? Can we split up maybe?
Let's
Split
Kobold
up,
down.
gang.
Stay
I'm just
here.
get my ass got.
I'm perfectly comfortable where I am. And I'm not getting out. It's cold out.
Fair.
Yeah, you go read that young adult novel, we'll be over here.
Gordon just perks up his head, really annoyed. This book is for all ages. And then he goes back down to reading it.
It says so right on the cover.
Yeah.
So he wasn't wrong when he
It
said
says
young
11
adult
and
because
up.
young adult is part of all ages.
I'm gonna give
E,
I'm gonna give him a like
E
at the
for
first
everyone.
five.
Even get us out of here as fast as possible. If you make the horses go really fast, one of us will fall off statistically.
Ooh,
and we'll
that'll
just
be
leave them
fun.
in the snow.
That is
I
dangerous.
want to get back on the card. We can leave now. I don't know. I don't see what putting you all in closer quarters is going to do to this.
Well, maybe it'll help.
certainly hope so. And he goes back on the cart and waits for everyone.
I think we all share a fear of being a part of a group.
I've been part of many groups. I don't know what you're talking about.
The trial just becomes everyone's in a room together.
This is
We
a
open a
trial.
door. Yeah, we open a door and it's into another room. We're like, hi.
What are you doing
just
here?
has like glasses of water and like cookies, and we're just stuck there until we work it out.
There's a banner that says intervention.
No,
And there's like one giant like patched together shirt on the ground that says our get along shirt.
Oh my
no.
god.
You walk into a room and there's a plate of cookies, but there's only 5 of the 6 of you.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh no! Now that is a trial.
Seriously.
Solution is that the kobolds eat all the cookies.
Yeah, they get all
Trial
the cookies.
complete.
Can I say that you like start moving north at least if you're gonna continue this conversation?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
not driving the
yeah,
cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can keep this show on the road. It's fine.
Can I ask really quickly where everyone is sitting on the cart?
I need to know the dimensions of the cart first.
Yeah, like how many?
Is it a covered cart? Is it an open cart?
Tom,
I
quick, make a new
assume,
map for
like-
the cart now.
I just assumed like your standard Skyrim opening cart, like
Oh, I thought this was like a carriage.
Ah, you're awake.
yes.
It is kind of like that, but it is like it has like a canopy over it. So like the front and the back are both like open. The back a little bit less so.
Oh, it's like an Oregon Trail thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oregon
Yeah.
Trail? Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna die of dysentery.
Alright, so are we saying this is the front or this is the front? Like, where do we get out, I should ask, actually.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about
Yeah,
because
me
my
neither.
roll 20 isn't working.
Oh, right.
What?
I'd share my screen, but I don't want to mess up the layout.
Hold on,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I can just show the map on stream.
I'm
for
still clicking refresh.
No. I think.
Hey,
this
it's
is a good
Brian.
efficient one.
Oh, he's gone.
So like you guys can probably like this cart can definitely fit more than 6 people and the kobolds like comfortably. So like however you want to like the seats are mostly on the side, but you could probably like sit in the center if you really wanted to.
Gorgon would probably sit at. Ooh. Gorgon would probably sit at the end.
Odd at Eliza's lab.
Just so we can have the window
near the
seat.
exit of the cart, I'd say, so I can get out quickly if needed.
So like the exit is like either towards the back or towards the front. Like so like in the front like there's like where the like driver sits like takes care of the horses, and there's like 2 like little step ladders that like you could get off, but they're not like the main like method of getting like onto and off the cart from the back, but you could do that. Alternatively, there is one single entrance slash exit on the back.
Yeah, so I'll sit near the main entrance and exit.
Can I actually
But he's a
be
big boy.
right across from Throden?
Yeah, Zenny will probably be next to Throden in that case.
Well, are you saying that this is the front, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming this is like where we would exit the cart from.
Well, you exit from the back.
Wait, so is the
This
front
is the front.
is the front with the horses?
The front with
Yes.
the horses, where there's like
Throden is in
2
the
like
back.
step ladders where you could,
Oh,
you
he's in
could
the
get off, but it's not
okay,
like the
well-
like the main way of getting out from the back.
I'm
Oh,
entirely
okay.
confused.
That's okay. I mean, regardless, I
Parrot.
guess I'll just stick by because then I would be in the back technically if we get out of the cart. And I guess that's probably better for the cleric. Okay, well I'll be there then.
So is Throden going to be in the back then?
Yes.
Okay.
So this
Wait,
is
how
the
is
back.
Missy reading over Gorgon's shoulder?
Just
I
two
don't know
Maleka
what this
can
order is.
swap.
Maleka switch spots with me.
I just needed to know. I'm sorry. I realized that just like derailed everything for a couple of seconds. I just really needed to know where everyone was in this cart.
Obviously, none of us knew, so.
And like there can be like space between you all, like if you're like in this orientation. So
Kobolds will be spread out in the middle of the cart.
Nice.
Um,
Okay, well, here we are, I guess.
okay.
Where's Emot sitting?
Well,
Is he driving?
He's up here with the.
Okay.
So like it's like him, like there's a place for him to sit, and then there's the horses, and there's 2.
Are the kobolds like? I guess they might just be sitting, like next to Throden.
He said that they were kind of like sitting like in the center.
Yeah, just spread out.
They're
They only get
practicing
one
their
token,
Goliath
so.
I want to play patty cake with Rivos.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
My entire room just smells like peppermint all of a sudden.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really weird. Sorry, I just thought
As
I'd
long as
say
it
that.
doesn't-
Trial of Fear.
As long as it doesn't smell like almonds.
No, no.
Or
Almonds have
toast.
smells?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually the smell of cyanide, I think, is the smell of almonds.
Oh,
So,
Should stop.
Interesting.
eating almonds in them,
I'm gonna ask Google if that's correct.
almond extract
yeah.
smells so good.
That's correct.
No?
Death by
Oh,
almond
there's also a
scent.
poison that smells like licorice. Yes, cyanide is the one that smells like.
Well, licorice is
almonds.
poison, so.
The
Mm.
small
Oh,
amount of
licorice is
cyanide.
so good.
Apple seeds. Don't give apple cores to your hamster.
Or any animals. But primarily the small ones.
Except your dad. Because dads really like apple cores.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Do you want to talk about that?
No, my dad just eats apple cores. And
In
it's disturbing to watch.
I once ate an apple
Very good.
core in front
You
of
know what?
someone who upset them.
Misty,
Just
that's
a
It
few
so
of an
upsets
sweet.
people.
It's hard to imagine that Mary came up with the character of Zen, huh?
I just went for it, and when he said something, I was like, "This is the best day ever."
So now that
Anyway.
now that everyone knows where they're sitting on the cart.
Yes, Tom, thank you.
That's how we
Wait
eat
till we're getting
apple
off the
cores.
cart
I don't
then.
know if we're gonna get to the trial today, guys.
This is why I was like, yeah, you guys might get to it.
let's go.
We're there. Even it's taking us there while we discuss apple cores.
We're watching Gorgon eat an apple.
If you don't want to do anything else,
Origin would be the character to eat one.
I'm
Yeah.
happy to say that you guys can get to your destination.
Cool.
Is our destination
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
cool
right?
with that.
Yeah, we probably have small talk about apple cores.
So about like an hour or two later, like after heading north along the road, you kind of like come across this like a bend in the road, so it turns right, but Emmet takes you like off onto the grass, and before you, what you can see is a large cliffside. I keep forgetting how large I said this was, because it's like I was trying to measure it based on what a house was, and then a house was much shorter than what I thought it was. Because like the average like 2-story house is like 20 feet or something like that.
Yeah, each
But I'm
story
like-
is typically 10 feet.
But I'm like, that seems a little bit low for like what I'm imagining. So I think it's probably closer to like 40 or 50 feet.
So 2.5 houses. Cool.
2.5 2-story houses.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Or a 5-story building.
yes,
Your
approximately.
apartment.
My building's 5 stories. Perfect.
All right, just like go outside, take a picture, and send it to me so I can use that for scale.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Reference achieved.
So I just need like an order of like how you like exit the cart, kind of.
Well, you got it.
Right, here you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
You
file
too.
it back.
well, Thornton and Ellis would get off towards the sides, and then would everyone else go through the back, or how is that working?
I would hop out where Emmet is sitting. I would hop out the front.
Revos
From-
will
from
follow,
the back.
but the other two will go with Crobaton.
From where I'm sitting, I crawl forward and get out where Emmet is getting out.
Okay.
She just wants to be by Emu.
Because watching everyone else just kind of like grudge out the wagon, I'm like,
Getting off a
rather-
plane.
Yeah. Get me off this death trap.
Alright, I'm gonna put you in a semi-random order.
Cool.
I'm good.
Crobaton would like to be at the front generally.
He's gonna
Are the
ambush
kobolds
us, and
near
that's
you?
gonna be our trial.
What?
Are the kobolds near you, Thornton?
Two of them are, but Revos is with Misfortune. Because they were playing patty cake.
Yeah, I'm holding his hand.
Oh, she's already received one of them. It's just
Alright, so your random order apparently makes an arrow.
Gordon would probably be near the front too.
Oh, you're gonna be doing the front? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll,
He's
like,
gotta open
kind
all
of-
the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of in front.
Oh, God.
midway
Well,
type of
currently you see a cliff.
The fear of heights.
Zenny is probably close to Throat-ish.
Oh.
Yeah, this looks reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone is in the front, is
And-
what we're saying.
Yes.
Except for Edelweiss.
I don't know where you guys want to be, but you guys can move them now.
Having
Wait,
to put
and the cliff is the blue line in front of us.
Yes.
Okay, gosh. Yeah, I'm good where I'm at.
Oh,
Rodent.
Oh, bye.
Crobaton's just gonna immediately go over with two other kobolds and stare straight down.
Well, the cliff is facing you. It's like it's high.
Oh.
Oh, it's up.
Yes. It's
We're
up.
not at
Oh,
top. It's
Okay.
at bottom.
We're at
We're
the
not
bottom.
jumping.
No.
and he's gonna look
Now,
straight up.
Misfortune turns to the group. So does anyone like actually have? Is one of your fears heights? Because this might be a problem. No one. Okay.
no.
Gorgon contemplates
Solid.
using the cause fear on someone.
So I'll just describe to Thornton and everyone else what you guys are seeing. So you see two. Sorry, I have to move straight over to where it is. So you see two like stone pedestals with a like a rather large like blue sphere on them. So that is like what you see with these two. And they're kind of just like sitting there on the ground. They're about like 4 feet tall, I'd say. It's like they kind of like come up to like most of your like chest, I'd say. And then what Throden is currently next to is what appears to be like a wall of ice. That like
Is it like a smooth wall of ice?
Fairly smooth, yes.
I don't think I can climb this. Just saying. Seems slippery.
So I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. Like you can imagine, like if this ice was not here, this would be like a rather large cave entrance. Throden, so did you still go up straight up to the ice?
No, he might have not gone straight up, but there's nothing to stare down at. So we'll be there. Now, tell me about these pedestals, Tom. Like you
Make
said
a-
there's something blue on them?
Yeah, there's like a blue orb on them.
Jordan's gonna reach out for the blue orb.
It's a blue orb. It's very smooth. It doesn't move.
Should we like help him or something, or are we just gonna let him do his thing?
I don't think I could
Was
climb
that-
this orb either, but mostly because of its size. Though it is also smooth, like the ice.
All right.
Is this?
I'm gonna look at
it-
Emit. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Emit and see if he's sort of like he looks like he's expecting us to do something, or he's prepared to do something.
He's waiting.
If
to
he's
make us
waiting
leave.
for us
Well,
Yeah.
well, first
to
he's
stop acting like children.
First, he is a little bit confused by Throden just rushing up forward, but then he like turns to the rest of you and says, "Well, this is the first step. I implore you to investigate this matter."
So we are doing team building exercises. Okay.
Investigate this what?
He kind of like gestures like to what Throden is currently looking at, so like in that general
okay.
direction. So he could mean like the pedestals, the wall of ice, the cliff, maybe some of the shrubbery that's around here. I don't know.
Okay. Gordon
Can
kind of
I
lets out a. Sorry, go ahead. No, you.
I was gonna ask if I could look around and see if there was anything else significant.
Like where are you looking?
The aforementioned shrubbery. Just anything nearby that seems important. Maybe something in this big open area, away from the cliffs.
And how are you looking? Just to like determine if it should be like perception or investigation.
With my eyes. I don't know. I'm kind of doing just a little walk around. I guess I'm investigating more. I don't know. What is this game?
Well,
How
if
do you
you're, if
play?
you're just walking around and like glancing at stuff, that's more perception.
Yeah, I can do perception if you want me to.
Okay, so make a perception check.
That take the 13 because I do not
Yeah.
have the hood up.
So you look around and like you notice like the trees, the like a few rocks that are like just placed around, and like some of them are covered in snow. I made this snap when it was like super snowy, but it's like not as snowy now. But like we don't really like notice anything out of the ordinary aside from like the stuff that's kind of already been looked at by Throden.
Can I go up to the orbs? Or is the pedestals?
The pedestal, yeah.
I'm also gonna go up to them. Oh, gosh.
Do I notice anything about them other than that they're blue orbs?
Could I like do an Arcana check on them myself?
So whoever's like investigating or arcana-ing the pedestal, you can make an investigation or for Gorgon Arcana.
That's a 19 on investigation for Throden.
11.
I got a nat 20 Arcana, so I'll make up for Gordon's loss.
Okay.
17 to investigation.
That's 12 to investigation.
Oh,
So Malika, you walk up to the pedestal and like so you see the same exact thing, like a stone pedestal about 4 feet tall with the like rather large blue orb on top. You don't really you don't like see anything like else about it really. But as far as Edelweiss and Throden, yeah, those are the two investigations. You kind of gather that like these might be able to be like pushed a bit easier. Like you kind of like look at the bottom and you kind of you inspect the ground beneath near it, and it does look like somewhat disturbed. Like by like someone would push these or like move it, and then like it would like leave an imprint on the ground, then someone would move it again, kind of thing. Gorgon, you don't really detect anything magical about them. You might gather that the orb might be used for like because it might you gather it might be like some kind of like gem or something. So it might be used for like kind of like similar to how like the pearl is used for identify kind of thing, like as a component, but you don't know like if it has like any innate magical properties. Missy, with a natural 20 on Arcana, you like you do also struggle to feel like if there's any like magic coming from this, or that it would be used for magical, or for like a magical purpose. But you gather that the orb is like tied to something. You're just not exactly sure what it is. Like, so you know the orb can do something. You're just not sure what it is.
Okay. So I'll relay to the group. I think there's a trigger for these things to do something.
Well, we could move them, I think.
Didn't you just try to pick it up and it wouldn't move?
I didn't try to pick anything up. I was just touching it to see what it felt like.
As soon as
Smooth.
Theroden says we could pick them up, Maleka's gonna reach out and try to pick one up.
The
I
orb
don't know if it like the orb doesn't move.
The orb doesn't move.
Okay.
I will note, Froden said we could move them, not pick up the orbs.
Yes, but it's also Theroden.
Ah, got it.
Should take it even more literally.
Yeah, Thornton is right. They're kind of in a weird position, or maybe that's just my need for things to be symmetrical. Maybe we do have to move them into a spot and get them to do something. I also am. It's also possible that a trap would trigger these. They could do damage. I'm not sure.
Do we
All
think
I
the
know is that they
pedestals
do
move,
something.
or do we think just the orbs do? Like, could we push
I
the
think-
pedestals?
Oh, what did
I
you think?
believe
Thornton?
so.
Yeah, these
Okay.
supports can be moved.
Tom, you mentioned there were like signs of a disturbance. Is there any indication of where that disturbance is at the moment?
So it's kind of all around, just in like weird patterns. Like someone would like push it this way, and then it would go this way, and then it would go this way. So like this
Okay.
so like it kind of moves on, like all in a different area, like pretty much all around like this area. Is that visible? Yeah, I think that was visible.
Yeah, that was visible.
And so it's no discernible pattern, yeah?
Can I investigate the ice wall?
Sure. You do investigation?
I actually also want to investigate the ice wall.
24?
Okay, maybe I don't need to investigate the ice wall.
You can investigate.
Hey, it always helps.
Yeah, and what if Gorgon just decides not to tell anyone?
Natural 20?
I got a 15, so.
Okay, so Maleka, this is like as far as you can tell, this is very much like a wall of ice. Like I said before, it's like fairly smooth. It's not like completely, but like looking at it, like you can kind of like peek inside a little bit. Like it's dark in there, but I think from everyone the two people looking at it right now have dark vision, and you can see like, it's just like a cave. Like it's like fairly wide and has a tunnel that moves up and like to the right. You can't see like what goes like what you can't see like really past that, but yeah, so there's just like this rather large chamber, like about the size of like that wall of ice, and then you can kind of see the one tunnel. Gorgon, again, the same stuff, wall of ice. You notice in particular it's fairly reflective. Like you can like see your face kind of in it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Like in addition to being able to see like what's inside.
Okay. Do I notice, like,
Nice.
would I be able to notice anything in particular about the orbs then? Like, aside from they can be moved around fairly easily?
What
Or
are
is
you
that-
asking exactly?
Like, is there anything, like maybe, like, are the orbs, like, just as reflective, or are they clear? Like... Could light be
they're
shined
mostly
in a
opaque.
specific way? They're mostly opaque. Okay.
Yeah, they're like blue orbs, mostly opaque.
Okay.
Like if
think
you were like
this is like
compared
a
to like a
Legend of
crystal
Zelda
ball, it's
puzzle.
not like a crystal ball, but like
Uh-huh.
roughly about the same size. I'm sorry, Aaron, what did you
Right.
say?
This is a Legend of Zelda puzzle. We have to get into the ice temple. First it was the fire temple, this one's the ice one. I'm gonna stand next to Gordon investigating the wall and make a funny face at myself.
Gorgon kind of chuckles a bit. Um. So.
I think Maleka's gonna go up to this one and try to push like the pedestal back a square so it's in line with the other one, kind of like where Edelweiss is right now.
Okay.
I will help by pulling.
Okay. Edelweiss, make an athletics check. Because I'll say that you're helping Maleka.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you're gonna help her. So you can make your roll with advantage.
For strength or athletics?
Athletics.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
I think the roll should have been Maleka, roll to help Edelweiss.
Yeah, seriously.
Probably. But she said she was.
That'll be an 11.
Oh.
So you're able to like put like a lot of your weight in it, but with Edelweiss like kind of like pulling it, like you kind of bring him down a little bit, but you're able to push it to okay, where is this map view? There we go. You're able to push it too. That's where.
Cool. Does anything happen?
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe put it a little more to the where I'm facing it. It would be the right. One space to the right, which on the screen would be one space to the left.
Okay.
Otherwise we'll go over here and pull.
So I'll make you have like another check because like you guys already did it, but yeah, you're able to put it right there.
Gonna look around, see if anything is happening, if any noises are happening.
Make a perception check.
It's an 18.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Did you said the ground wasn't snowy? Like it doesn't have this much snow on
No,
it,
it's
right?
not. It's not. There's not that much snow.
Okay. So we can see like the dirt, or mud, or whatever.
At this point, it's closer to dirt. Yeah, maybe a little moist, but
Okay.
mostly dirt, not mud.
So you said
This is
the.
just
Sorry, you can go.
Missy's just gonna like kick around in the dirt to see if there's supposed to be some sort of place that they have to click into, and if it's being hidden by the dirt somehow.
Make an investigation check.
You got it.
There's nothing written on these orbs, right?
None that you can see.
16.
You don't find anything like I said, like you see like the same like markings on the ground where people have been pushing these, like people may have been pushing these around, but you don't see like any like clear like pattern that might be like, oh, this might be it kind of thing.
Okay.
You said they're mostly opaque, right?
Yeah.
So like, light wouldn't really be able to pass through them.
I could say like some extent. So like if you were to like hold your hand on like the side of the like opposite the sun, it would like look like a little bit like a blue tint.
Okay. Do we think we have to use them? Sorry, I'm speaking to the group now.
Mhm.
Do we think we have to use them to like melt the wall? Like direct light through them?
Because I think this is a Legend of Zelda puzzle. Yeah, that's where my mind's going. Says Missy, who knows nothing about Legend of Zelda.
I don't know who this Zelda is, but they sound interesting.
Hold on, I have to think of
Might be
another
like a
copyright version, like Lindiana Bones.
The Legend of Zelda. Zerda.
Zorbo.
Legend of Link.
That's it.
Legend of
Legend of Link.
That's it.
Leg.
That's one.
It's just LOL.
Tom,
It's another book.
where's the sun? Like, where is this cliff like facing? I guess.
Well,
Or
like facing the cliff, you're
just-
facing pretty much due north.
north. Okay.
So the sun would roughly be, because I think it's like early to mid afternoon. So it's probably like as far as like the sky goes, it's like more towards setting than it is rising. So it would be like coming from like this direction more or less.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I go up to the glass or the ice wall, and then put my ear up like close and just knock against it?
It kind of has like almost like a hollow sound.
This is not that deep. So
I was very afraid that you were gonna suddenly be encased in ice for touching it.
Just from touching.
speaking of which, I want to go over here and I want to put my hand on the orb. Is it cold to the touch? Warm to the touch?
It's cold in the sense that like it's cold outside. But it has like you knock on it, it's kind of like knocking on glass kind of thing.
I have a really stupid idea. It's very silly. I'm going to feel silly doing it, but I just
Bless
want
you.
to get it out of the way.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna walk over here. Malaka, can I have your hand?
Sure.
I want to put my hand on one of the orbs.
I put my hand on the other orb.
And you guys are shocked.
It's really cute.
Your hair just like starts standing on end.
No, nothing happens.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Well, that was
I'm
cute, but
tempted
good
to cast
try,
Witch.
Analyze.
I'm tempted to cast Witch Bolt on one of the orbs and
Oh,
see what
God.
happens.
Bad things or nothing.
What happens is Tom
Good
looks
idea,
up the
Analyze.
AC for what this might be. And see if you break it.
Oh, if we break it, do we immediately
If you
fail?
break it, you buy it.
Emot cries.
You have to buy it.
Emma
the one.
cries.
Are the orbs currently in the sunlight?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's not any sort of like powerful reflection off of them because they're opaque.
No, not the orbs.
Okay.
Do you think they need some sort of stronger light, like casting a magical light on the metal ways? You look like you're thinking, but you haven't quite figured it out. I was
That's what-
thinking,
But he's not allowed to just to figure something out, but Analyze isn't allowed to.
I mean, I'm not a magic user, but that's what I was thinking. That some of us cast either a light or like heat or something through them, and
create a magical something.
yeah, because they're opaque enough that they definitely need something besides the sun, unless we just direct it really well. But I don't think there's magnifying glasses here.
Oh, we should probably move everyone out of the way if we're going to do that as well.
The only thing I have is from the circlet, and there's
might
a
be a
limited
bit much.
use to it.
Leached. And the stone lights up like something.
Missy, move! Missy can't move!
Oh!
Oh my God.
I'm protect Iman.
So you're just like holding up the light with like, and you're behind the two orbs.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you can see like a little like faint blue light, like almost like if you were like put like a light through like stained glass, like onto the cliff, like just to the right of Missy, and then pretty much on Gorgon.
I can
Should
move
be.
you up.
Should we move the orbs again and try to get the light to,
I think we should get them
or
closer.
Do you think they have to go through both orbs?
Otherwise, from the position that you were just in, can you make a perception check?
Where? Here?
You were in front of Eamon.
One to the right, yeah.
Oh, protecting Eamon. Got it. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 17.
So, like, you're looking at the, so you shine the light, right? And, you're looking at the, like, the two orbs, and you're looking at the ice wall. You kind of notice, like, the light goes off towards, Gorgon, and just to the right of Missy. And, and then you're looking at the, wall of ice, and there's, like, and you're, like, expecting it, like, something to happen, and, like, being, like, close proximity to the pedestals, it doesn't look like it is. Like you're like you're like almost like your depth perception's like a little bit off.
Like, it looks like I'm far away from the
Yeah.
orbs in the mirror? In the wall.
Yes.
If I walk forward 5 feet.
You walk closer to them, but you're not like next to them.
And here, same thing.
Again, closer.
If I put my hand on the orbs that's next to me, does it look like I'm touching it in the
No.
in the mirror?
Like you're just like kind of holding your hand midair.
How far
Hey,
away
what's
does
up,
it look?
Edelweiss?
Or how close does it look?
Approximately like it's actually a little bit weird because like you're holding your hand up and it's like over the pedestal, over the orb,
Oh, like as if I'm in front of the.
as if you're behind it, and like you almost like a reverse Tower of Pisa kind of thing, where people are like holding it up, but it's behind them. It's like it, almost as if like you were behind the Tower of Pisa, trying to look like you're holding it up.
The mirror is wrong.
You mean the mirror's wrong?
Is wrong?
Come look. The mirror.
We all huddle next to.
We're all really close otherwise.
Oh wait, I'll go there.
Gorgon and Malek are spooning for some reason.
Oh.
You take an awkward dance photo.
Just everyone standing behind Edelweiss, like all like their heads just poking over their shoulders.
Do we all notice the same thing?
Yeah, now that Edelweiss like points it out, like you can see like where he's standing. Well, it's a little bit difficult to understand, like as a perspective. Like it doesn't look like he's holding his hand over the pedestal.
Whoa.
And the other one.
I'm gonna try and touch the other one.
The other one looks like it's like not even close to you, Missy.
In front
It
or
looks
back?
like it's closer. Closer and off to the
Oh.
right.
And what?
Closer and off to your right. So like stage right, like it's like somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So like forward and then also right. Not necessarily that distance, but like that's the idea.
Does it look like it's in front of Throden?
Make a perception check, just because like depth of perception kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the one by Edelweiss is like behind, right?
It looks like it's in front of him.
In front. Oh, okay.
I got a
So they both look like they're
solid one.
You can't tell really how far It is from Throden.
My eyes do that thing where now that like it's an optical illusion. I'm like, I can't.
I see both. I can't figure it out.
Can Throden
Oh,
tell
God.
how far the pedestal is in the mirror from him?
I'll say you can make a perception check as well.
Oh boy. Okay. It's a 24.
Approximately like 5 feet in front of you.
Okay.
Do we
Right.
think if we move them both back until they look like they're in the positions they are now? Do we
I
think
we have
that
to move
might
it
help?
forward.
Forward?
Yeah, I think we have to
Yes.
forward towards the wall into the spots that they are in the reflection.
Yeah, because
Okay.
the one that's Throden is, it's in front of him. So we should probably at least move one of them just to see.
I can't perceive it, so I don't know.
Sure.
Throden's gonna try and move it to here, the one next to him.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Alright, 21.
Yeah. So you're actually even able to just like push it on the diagonal towards it. And when you put it in the position that you see it in the mirror, the orb on top like lights up slightly. Like it's also daytime, so you can't really tell that well. But like sitting right next to it, yeah, it's definitely like shedding like a little bit of light.
Progress.
Well, that's new.
Mm-hmm. I suppose we should push the other one as well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm close to it, I guess I'll try again to push it. What was that? It's a 17.
All right. So yeah, you're able to push it forward. Where are you pushing it to?
I guess where, because I'm in the mirror. Does it look like it's right in front of me?
No. It looks like it's almost like directly in front of where the only direction like you have to move it, you're pretty sure is just forward. You still not sure how by how much. Make a perception check.
Uh, 15.
So like you think like around wait, I need my pointer. There we go. Around right there.
Okay, so I guess I'll move it up there to 10 feet or however.
Yeah. Actually, I forgot. I have to move these. So yeah, that one goes there. That one goes there. And as Malika moves the second one into place, it also lights up. And then you kind of see like a shimmer come over the wall of ice.
Over the door.
Yeah. Good work, Edelweiss. That was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I really wanted to just put them on each of the sides of the door because you said symmetry, and that made sense.
That's what I could think
That
of.
is what I was thinking. But that
I
was
think we all
wrong.
wanted some sense of symmetry. Yeah. But you figured it out, so that's awesome. If no one looked at the mirror, we would have been scrambling around for a while.
Yeah, seriously.
I
mean-
wasn't scared of that. Emot, I think your trial is broken. I wasn't scared.
It does
don't
seem more the frustration trial.
That's yeah, that's true.
I
Are
don't
we going
think
to
this
the right
is
trial?
the scary part.
This is not the scary part.
I think
Dang.
this is just a trial to get us in, to see if we can figure it out.
Oh, they need to. There's a lot of things here that need to be renamed. That's weird bones and bones. It's a trial of fears that has puzzles.
Don't bring
Book
Lindy
club's
in.
over. I don't think we should talk about that anymore. It didn't go well.
All right.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
Oh,
Are we supposed to lead you in, Emit? Like, someone check for traps, because he's not moving.
Edelweiss wants to knock on the mirror again.
So you go and like go up to like the mirror and you like knock on it, and your hand just goes through it.
I'm stuck in the wall.
I'll help you. He's gonna run over and try and pull Edelweiss out.
Depending on how much Edelweiss resists.
I see him coming and I pull my hand out and start waving at him.
Oh, hold on. I want to see something here. Okay. Froden stops himself and doesn't tumble into the wall.
Cool. I'm gonna walk through.
Yeah.
You had me worried there a moment, buddy.
I am very good at acting. I was, of course, the star of the play in my hometown. It was quite a big production, so.
Huh. Petition to have Throden and Edelweiss talk more often.
It's nonsensical.
Alright, so you all
It's a
why
little
aren't we in the
slow,
same
but
room
that's
together?
you all walk through the wall of ice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So obviously the wall of ice isn't there anymore. So you walk in, and like I described before, that I think Malika and Gorgon kind of saw was there's just like this like open cavern with like a single walkway that like on the edge like on the other side of the room, and like a little bit to the right, and it goes up and seemingly to the right. There's nothing else on that map. Unless you'd rather look at that, then...
That's alright. Up and to the right? Should...
I mean, yeah,
do
are
we
you just
think that
walking down the path?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I mean, do we think that we should be walking down in a specific order, or let's just go?
I would be willing to look for traps. Not expecting that Emot wants to blow us up or anything, but
I mean, that would be a really big turn of events, wouldn't it be? And I give him a little nudge.
Sorry, I didn't catch it. What's the lighting in this place like?
It is dark. Like it's a little bit light, like near the entrance, because there's like light coming in,
Yeah.
but for the most part, it's dark. And just like cavern walls on either side. The walkway is about like 15 feet in length, so you guys like have like a little bit of wiggle room. You're not like walking single or even double file necessarily.
Does Edelweiss still have like the lightstone active?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Our dark visionless friends can say. Is there anything else you guys are doing, or are you just walking down the path?
Zenny will just keep an eye open for anything suspicious.
Make a perception check.
So 13.
So like over the course of like this, like hallway, you don't see anything strange, at least.
Is it echoey in here?
A little bit, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the walls are like pretty much made out of stone and dirt, so like the stone parts they kind of reverberate a little bit.
How big did you say the cavern was again?
So like the cavern entrance was like pretty big. So like the entrance was like the wall of ice was like 30 feet in length, so it was like a little bit wider than that and a bit deeper than that. And then the walkway is like 15 feet in width. And that's going.
And height?
Height, about the same. Like it's not like a 15-foot square, but it like kind of like arches and like it's a tunnel. So like, but like approximately like 15 feet in either dimension. Maybe 20
Okay.
feet in some areas.
Cool.
Emote.
Enid, we
Oh,
Otherwise,
no,
and I
no.
both want to talk to him. No, you go first. You solve the puzzle. You get.
No, I'm
prior-
slow, so it's going to be a long time until I finish. You go first.
My question sounds silly now, and I'm sure it's nothing like otherwise. Is are we meeting another dragon in here, or is it just the trial?
Just the trial.
Oh,
Cool.
I mean, if you'd like to meet another dragon, I might be able to arrange it, but
I think we're okay without dragons at the moment.
okay.
I'd like to meet another dragon.
Yeah, but you don't want to you don't want to meet too many dragons, because then it becomes normal.
There's no such
and
thing, misfortune.
Not as cool.
Overindulgence
As
is
normal?
a sin.
Whoa! Oh, sorry, Edelweiss.
Overindulgence in moderation is fine.
I'm getting flashbacks to
Alright.
the World of Warcraft loading screen tips that was always like, remember to take everything in moderation, even World of Warcraft. And I was like, I'm gonna play for like 6 hours today. Anyway, anything else
How
you guys
much
are doing?
longer is this?
Oh, did Eloise have a question?
Yeah, emote. How much longer is this tunnel?
Like, about how long do you wait until, like, you ask that? Like, is it like 10 minutes later or like 2 minutes later?
Literally, however long it took Missy to finish up afterwards and be like, "It's your turn," otherwise.
Yeah, but like how long did you wait
how
until you
early
asked
are
them a
we doing
question?
Yeah.
Was it immediate? Was it after a few minutes?
Honestly, the second we get like a little ways away from the mirror.
Okay, so like this is pretty early on. Okay,
Pretty early.
Well,
5 minutes.
we'll be walking down this path for a few minutes at least. And like after like a few minutes go by, you guys like are like your calves are starting to feel it, because like this is like an upward ramp that you're pretty much going up.
Oh, it's a slight slope.
My biggest fear: exercise.
Hey, don't you
Now,
do
is the ceiling
yoga like every
sloping
day?
with us?
Yes.
Is this ceiling sloping with us, or is it slowly like going like this?
Because it's like a tunnel, it's like for the most part it keeps with like parallel to it, but like I said, like it does like go like
Yeah.
20 feet above it, so like,
It
kinda,
does
like,
dip every so
yeah.
often.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not Willy Wonka.
just one-
yeah. Oh, I should
Exactly.
do
I was
that.
going to make sure we weren't willy walking it.
Don't expect it later. when
Willy
that happens.
Wonka. My greatest fear, truly.
The greatest fear, Willy Wonka.
He is pretty scary.
That tunnel scene.
Good old Will and Charles.
And Wonka.
Well, I said Will and Charles, like
Oh, man.
Willy, Wonka, and Charlie.
Don't forget
Yeah.
Grandpa Joe, Tom.
Oh yes,
Don't forget
Joseph.
Joseph.
He was, the,
And Wonka.
he was the star of the show.
He's very
I
important.
still don't understand why he
It's
just
Bill.
sat there for years, and then all of a sudden, like chocolate was involved, and he was like, "All right, I'm going."
The power of hope. So we walk up this hallway
It's the power
talking
of
about
chocolate.
You're walking down this hallway.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the book, not the film.
Mm.
Are you guys doing anything else? Like, I'd say like 20 minutes probably goes by before you like reach the end, and I think like when we get to there, I want to. But before we do that, I want to take a break. So like, if there's anything you want to do before that.
My calves are on fire.
Yep.
Stop for a break.
Really? It's pretty cold.
It's a little chilly.
I'm gonna.
Meredith
and
wants to say
Gorgon,
to you
who's
guys,
like, Gorgon, who's like, kind of like trying to like warm himself up. And he's like, I'm gonna have to agree with you there, Thruden. You couldn't have picked somewhere warm like last time, Emmet.
Place was on fire, so maybe not a good choice either.
Yeah, I feel
This
like
is much
that
better.
place was a little bit too warm.
Still would have preferred to this.
I'd give Gorgon my blanket. Just give it back when we go to bed.
I'd like to point out.
fueling the fic.
I'd like to point out, Gorgon grew up in this climate.
Yeah.
He did.
He's acclimated.
Leave.
He didn't like it.
He hasn't been in it for a fairly long time, but he grew up in it.
Notice how I'm not there now.
No. He grew up on a beach, but I think it was a pretty cold, gross beach. Or maybe that was just smog from Ekriker making the beach look like that.
Well,
Probably.
like Ekriker is like swampy, so it's like kind of humid there.
Man, you guys all
That's worse.
grew up in these ugly places.
I didn't.
I mean,
I prefer.
no,
the
I wouldn't
cold.
call it ugly. It's,
You did call it
I mean,
gross.
yeah, but there's charm. It's charm. There's charm to the ugliness, you know? Like, it's home.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the flowers don't bloom as early as we want them to, so I guess sometimes it's really bad there too.
Otherwise, will you take us
Like-
home with you one day?
I feel like we just had our campaign's first world problems moment.
There you have it.
From a
My
guy
home
who
was
lives
humid and
in
full
like
of
a
smog.
small village.
Sometimes the flowers don't grow fast enough where I live, so we all got problems.
Sucks.
The guy that arguably lived in the third world country.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, it's all relative, right? You know, like,
Yeah.
I probably would like Shadowfell, but clearly Zeneria prefers the darkness, and I mean, otherwise he has a perfect life, so whatever. But like, people might not like the swampiness of Ekriker, especially the people living there. But you know, when you're there, when you're far away from it long enough, you start to miss it.
Yeah.
I understand that.
All the buildings are like squished together because there's only certain parts of the land that buildings won't sink on. And it like feels like, you know, everyone around you is family, you know?
I'm sorry, did you just say that the earth swallows houses if it's not built in the
In-
right place?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you live in a swamp, yeah.
Oh,
And
like
it's not like quick.
seasons when it's like your house just fills with water if it's in the wrong part of town.
And you wouldn't know. Like, you build the house and you don't realize it's slowly sinking over the years. It doesn't happen all at once. And then suddenly, you're out of a house. Yeah.
Huh.
Where's the
I think we
As
had
true as New Orleans, isn't it?
Where's the heck do you guys live?
We live in Louisiana!
I think we do.
They from Nolans.
But the parties there are sick!
Amazing.
Yeah.
Poverty
You know,
line?
Everyone's like family down there.
Eh.
I
Yeah.
guess so, huh?
We used to share meals with people on our street. Dad's a really good cook.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Except when he's drunk too much. Drank too much? He's drunk because he drank too much.
There it is.
No, it wasn't like a problem, you know? He just, you know, sometimes dads just want to have a drink.
Yeah.
Dad soda.
And you shouldn't allow a drunk person to play with fire.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he's
Makes
a tiefling.
sense.
Where did fire get it? Is everything okay?
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh, don't worry, he's still alive.
Whatever. It's hard to burn places down in a swamp anyway. So like we're
Oh,
basically
oh, yes.
fireproof down there.
Did someone
okay,
try
just
to
so it-
burn? What?
No, to clear things up. Yes, Thorodin, our father is still alive.
I
Our mother
remember.
that's dead. Yes, and we have all of our siblings are alive. That we know of. When you cook things, it's with fire. So
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. That when he's had too much to drink, we don't let him cook dinner. Because it's with a lot of fire.
Yeah, okay. That clears things up a lot. It made it sound like your dad is a drunken pyromaniac. And that's not really. I don't.
You
think
know
that
what?
that is-
No, Legacy is not a drunk pyromaniac.
Okay.
He doesn't like to play with fire because our siblings do.
Hmm.
You know, tieflings and all that.
Okay. I feel like I was going to ask you guys about like where you came from, but this is a lot of picture. So
The swamp.
Literally.
So,
well, that's cool. Where did anyone else want to share things?
What?
otherwise, do you want to share things about your flowers that don't bloom at the right times every year?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, I guess I could talk about. So where I come from, there's a lot of different things that we all, we're a community where everyone puts in the same amount of work. The good of the community comes from the good of all of the individuals together. And sometimes, especially when we are training some of the youngerlings, they learn obviously things like leatherworking, blacksmithing, and as they get older, they learn what, is good for them. They learn the things that interest them, and we like to allow them to explore, so that way they can bloom. And sometimes we get people who, as much as they love what they're doing, as much as they love the flowers, they really can't keep them alive. Or alternatively, they aren't giving as much love as they should be. And so sometimes, you go outside on these daffodils that are not daffodiling, or the, other flowers that are just. And so we just tell them, hey, maybe you want to go work with, the cattle today, or maybe you want to go to, the blacksmith needs to hit things, so maybe you can help him with that today. And then
I was
we,
really
like,
afraid you're going to say that your solution was to excommunicate them. I don't know why that was my first thought, but I was really afraid that that's what happens.
So we
Oh,
kick them out, and they are gone, and they are dead to us.
That's the thing is we have done that in the past, but not for flowers. That's a little harsh.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure you had your reasons.
Yeah. It's very
Otherwise,
hard to
what's your-
excommunicate Goliath.
What's your favorite flower, Edelweiss? Is it Edelweiss?
Oh no, they don't. Really
Edelweiss
bloom.
is a Goliath, not a flower. That was a weird thing to ask.
We're gonna table that one, yeah.
Rodent's or my question?
Out of character, thank you for reminding me that I need to water my plant.
Edelweiss, or
Yeah, Edelweiss.
Edelweiss just hears like a random voice. Thanks, I needed to water my plant.
Oh, my plant.
it's Emmet in disguise.
He's getting dramatic on my windowsill, begging me for water.
No, My favorite flower is the snowbell.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
The snow what?
There's very
It's a snowbell.
snowbell.
Bell. Gotcha.
Yeah, so
The swamp has very specific flora and fauna. I don't think snowbells are there. Unless I'm totally wrong.
I mean, we don't get a lot of snow, so I don't think we would get snowbells.
Are they called
Right.
snowbells because they grow in snow?
I mean, or they're just really white.
you know, kind of both. Yeah. They're white. They grow where it's snowy. They droop. They look like they're not. They look like they're not blooming, but they just droop over.
Oh, like bells. They're domed.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cute.
So white as snow, and they hang like a bell.
I wish we had nicer flowers in the swamp.
I looked up snowbell on Google
Did it
because
just
Meredith.
give you the
Is
cat?
it the cat? It's the cat.
It's the cat. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I do know what these are. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just also, before we get on a break, I just want to tell everyone and the chat, fragrant snowbell is native to Japan, Korea, and Manchuria, not native to Kentucky. And I don't know why it specified that.
Strange.
Man, too
Invasive
many
species,
Kentuckians.
maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Invasive species.
Mm.
So, are we good to go for a break now?
Actually, I was about to like just tell like the intricate detailing of Gorgon's entire psyche right now, and I spent the last half hour writing it up just for this moment. So if we could just spend another like 3 hours just talking about that.
I will leave my computer on. I will have like just an image of Alex talking the entire time. I'll get real good stream hours. I'll wake up, turn it off. That'll be great. But
Alright,
you have to
cool.
entertain everyone while the stream is still on, or I'll get banned.
Okay, cool. So here I go. According to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly.
So
Its
anyway,
wings
just
are
pulled
wait.
Anyway, we can go on a break.
Bye.
bye. Be back soon.
my friend. Thinking B, me? Hold it. Let's just stop for a second. Hold it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Owen, we stop here. I'm not making a major life decision during a production number. All right, take 10, everybody. Wrap it up, guys. I had virtually no rehearsal for that. Thank you.
Welcome back to Crobaton, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back. We had to sit through the entire Boo movie script by Alex during that
In only
break,
10
so
minutes.
you didn't have to.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
fast reader.
Well, yeah, because like I assume like Gorgon is. He's got decent intelligence, you know.
Stage direction and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just to remind everyone, you are currently walking down a tunnel that is headed upward and slightly to the right. It's sloped, like a sloped floor, so like you're walking uphill pretty much this entire way. And after about 20 minutes, you finally come across this like rather bright light, white light source, like at the end of the tunnel. Roughly, what is your like marching order? Like I said, you have like 15 feet of room, like width, so like you don't have to be like single file or double file even.
Gorgon will probably be near the front like always.
Okay.
I'm
Probably
probably, I'm probably towards the front, so I was looking for weird stuff.
Edelweiss would be by the sisters.
I'll just have stream look at map cam if you're gonna arrange yourself there. Is this the order?
Yeah, this specific order, yeah.
Okay. And
It's a clump.
Emmet will be like behind Malika. Maybe, yeah, probably behind Malika. So yeah, you're approaching like the end of this hallway. There's just white light. I say the three of you in front can make perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
This is the
I don't see
scary
nothing.
part. Oh, it's a 19.
No, 19.
And Alex?
Did you roll it?
Yeah, hold on a second. I was reading something else and I had to minimize my character sheet. There it is. You said perception?
Perception check.
16.
Alright, so Theroden, like, you're kind of distracted by the light source that's behind you. So, like, you're not really, like, registering the one that's in front of you. You're like, I can see, I'm fine. We're just walking down this hallway. Zaneria and Gorgon, you can, see that, like, this is very much, like, a light at the end of the tunnel. Like, 'cause, like, weird as that sounds. Like, you don't see any more tunnel after it. You just see, like, a bright light.
This is definitely the scary part.
And as you get closer, you can start feeling like a bit more cold air, like almost like a few breezes that come in through the tunnel towards you guys. Are you guys doing anything?
Pressing forward.
Alright, so do you guys just like go like straight to the edge of it?
Yeah.
Froden doesn't see any reason not to. This is Nat 1.
Alright, so at this point, like even like Throden can see if he's just walking forward, and like the others like behind them can like start like slowly like they can start feeling the wind. They can start like seeing like the bright light, and as you like approach it, you realize like it just does cut off, and it's like a sheer mountain face, like just downward. You can see basically just cloud all around you. Well, like it's just cloud basically in front of you, not all around you, because like there's like the cave and such.
Mm-hmm. Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
Higher up than I thought.
25.
I
was nearly in that one.
Instead, it was a 19. So you can't. So you look around and you're kind of like taking in your surroundings. These like clouds, this like I'd almost even describe it as like a fog or a mist as well, because like
Can you repeat that? Like, cause you just cut out for that for me. Sorry.
I'm sorry. So you can tell it's like like kind of strange as you're taking in your surroundings. The like the clouds, like in the like you can feel this mist and it's like a bit foggy. You can feel like something strange about it for sure.
Okay. Well, this is interesting.
I feel as though we're meant to jump, but that might be too dramatic.
Leap of faith kind of thing?
Probably.
I mean, none of us are afraid of heights, right? We determined that?
Actually, I just want to try something real quick. I go ahead and take out a little.
Actually, I'm afraid of heights.
I'm terrified of this myself.
Gorgon pulls out a little bag of sand and takes like a little bit of it and just kind of like throws it out in front of him.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh no. Just a straight up check?
Yeah.
Oh, that was almost an 18 too.
So you throw like
7, sorry.
Probably like a bit more sand than you were expecting. So like what you see in front of you, you can see some sand kind of sitting in front of you, but also a lot of it like blows away, and some of it like almost like falls like off to the side as well.
Just as I thought.
What did you think?
There's an invisible pathway. We have to figure out where it is.
Well,
Invisible?
I'm glad no
It's
one's
not on the ceiling, is it?
No, it's. Is it like how far out did I get like the pathway? Is this like a big room, or is it just like a little tiny thing?
So this is why I had you roll a dexterity check for, because like it was almost like an attack roll. So you kind of just like throw it like straight up in front of you, and like some of it goes off to the side. You can tell that it's about it's like kind of thin, like about like 10 feet in width. But you're not sure how far it goes out because it's only covering like the first like 5 feet maybe.
Zenny just steps a toe off and starts trying to feel with her footsie.
You feel something solid.
She steps on to it.
Gorgon will also step onto where the sand is.
Okay, so like you two can like stand side by side on this like, and that like because like the way like it is, like you can feel like the edge a little bit. So like you can tell like it's fairly thin. So like it can just barely fit you two essentially. But you can stand on like as if it were like solid ground.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tom. I might have just missed it. Is there like another side that we can see?
I'd say no. It's mostly just cloud.
So when you say we're surrounded by cloud, it's not like it's like in front of us.
Yeah, it's in front of you. It hasn't like enveloped you in a sense. It's like so like at this point like Gorgon and Zenaria are like standing like basically in midair, so they're nearly covered in cloud, but like they're still like visible. It's not like zero visibility kind of thing. So like they more so have like cloud like almost all around them, but like you guys can see them just fine from like standing right behind them.
Yeah.
And like you're still very much in the tunnel.
I go ahead and say, best to keep in pairs of 2, and follow closely behind us.
Yes, I think we should try
Uh,
to stay together.
I think
Rodin's
that
gonna
is-
like sort of draw 2 javelins out and just sort of reach up to hand them to Zen and Gorgon and just say, if you want, you can try and feel your way with these.
It's a good
That's a
idea.
good idea.
I would also suggest, Trodin, that the 2 of us go next, that way in case the people in front of or behind us fall,
Is
we're more likely to be able to catch
are the
them.
kobolds coming to the trial with us here?
They're gonna have their own trial of fear.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say I'd like to walk with Maleka, but I'd like the kobolds to walk like in a single line in front of us, like behind Thorodin and Allies, and like between the 2 cup groups, just because I want to be able to see them. If that makes sense.
So describe it.
Well, the kobolds are usually like, they usually share a square, right, Tom? That's usually how we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they only need the 1 square.
Sorry, I meant the kobold. I'd like to have the kobolds go after Thorodin and Allies and before me and Maleka, so I can keep an eye on them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could do that.
Tom was making a face.
No, I was like confused for a sec, but I know what you're doing. So like, how are you guys proceeding?
I like the idea of kind of tapping the javelins in front of us. Use it to figure out where the edges are, moving very slowly, trying to stay together as a group.
Okay. So I'll say both Zenaria and Gorgon make trying to think if it would be anything special. I think it'd just be another dexterity check.
Oh boy.
Just dexterity, not like athletics.
No,
Or acrobatics.
just
Did
dexterity.
a little bit better. It's a 9.
It's a 13.
So when Gorgon, when you're like tapping like the edge of like where you know it is, so like you're like tapping, and like a few times you almost like stab down a little bit too hard, expecting something to be there and it's not. But both of you are like well off enough where you're not like throwing yourselves off the side. But Zenaria, you're able to deduce like a bit quicker, kind of like where the edge of this plank is. That's just like the way I view it, because like it's 10 feet in width, and then it's like about like 20 feet out from where the edge of the mountainside is where you find there's nothing in front of you.
Is there anything to the side of me?
No, but like I said, this is like just a geometrical plank.
Alright. Is there anything on Gorgon's side? It doesn't turn.
Nope.
Well, if you can't go left, right, or forward, there are 2 other ways we can go.
I vote back.
Maybe we
ways
need
are
to start going up.
There might be 3 ways.
Up or down.
Yeah. Up,
So
down,
there's
and
nothing to
back.
the right or left of us, nothing to the front.
Nope.
Um,
And
Got an
and at this
invisible
point,
ladder
like,
in front of you.
and at this point, you can feel like a lot of wind and stuff coming at you guys.
A lot of wind? Which way is
lot
the
of
wind
cold
going?
wind. Because like how clouds work, it's like wind like moving around, like kind of like wind and moisture
circular?
moving around. So
Alright.
like yeah, it's like coming at you in like a few different directions, and it like changes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cold wind. You guys are high.
I don't like this.
Can you guys feel like a ladder in front of you?
Gorgon Gorgon tries to like wave his javelin up in the air a bit to see if there's a platform above him.
No, there's nothing.
All right, and just as like just to be thorough, he takes a little bit of sand again and just kind of like pours it around the side to see if there's a platform below.
You just want to see how much sand you have. It says.
It's a little bag of sand. I tried to say that I only took a little bit out of it, but I don't know. If I use the whole thing, then I use the whole thing, I guess.
You took out enough to cover a whole 5 feet.
Yeah, that was probably like a little more than you wanted to, but like with your dexterity check, that's like kind of like one of the downsides of it.
Okay, so I used all the sand.
No, not all of it, but like I'm just trying to keep like a mental note. Like you've used like probably at least a third of it. I don't know how big this sand is. I don't know how much you're throwing out, but like you've used a decent portion of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So could I just like throw some out in front of me or to the side and see?
And there's nothing because like at this point you can like just do like a little bit of a pinch, and you can see like it flows down and it just keeps flowing down.
Right. There's nothing else here.
What if we go back and like we realize there's a different entrance?
We can try it.
Are we thinking this is an invisible maze?
No, there's no other way to
magic.
turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like magic clouds changing our perception.
Yeah, I'm wondering, Tom, based off my previous Arcana check, could I like determine exactly like if there's a spell, if there is like a spell being used here of some type? Like, could this possibly be an illusion?
It's not an illusion.
Okay.
Missy would be freaking out if it were an illusion.
Right. Oh yeah,
I would be dead right now.
Missy's not like sneezing or anything, right? So.
No.
What is she allergic to again?
Illusion magic.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
God, it's great that we have a sniffer.
Oh,
Yeah.
We got
yeah,
a
right.
canary.
I guess related to that, does this air feel like thin, like we're really high up? Because my asthma would that would trigger it.
It is kind of thin.
Okay.
Like I'd
Not
say,
trigger it
I'd
as in
say,
I'll have like a panic attack, but
like you're fine for now, but like probably like
Asthma
staying
attack.
in this air for too long might not be that good for you.
yeah. Okay, can confirm, not illusion magic, and we are indeed high up in the mountains. I want to do an Arcana check to see if I can scope out anything more.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
So like much of the same of what Gordon got earlier. You can tell like something's like something's not right about like the clouds. And obviously there's like an invisible platform below you, but like other than that, there's nothing like magical.
Cool.
I mean, if we really think that there's something wrong with these clouds, I'm pretty sure I can get rid of them.
How?
I basically do this, but on a bigger scale.
Okay, because I was gonna say doing that would not really help. I think.
I don't know. He's got pretty big lungs.
I am a
That's
big
a really
boy.
good point.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
It won't push any of us off, would it?
we should probably not be on the plank just in case, but
The clouds may also be the secret to getting to our next location. I do like the idea of going backwards to make sure it hasn't changed first, though.
Are there any clouds that are close
Okay.
to the main platform that everybody is on?
Missy's out of here.
Yeah, there's like enough clouds around you. Like more or less, you guys are like inside clouds, kind of.
Can I take my staff and just like sort of swirl around in the clouds real quick, make sure I'm not feeling anything there?
No, you don't feel anything.
I will lead the charge backwards.
Okay.
Misty will make the entire trek back before she jumps off this platform. So do we run into Emmet? And he's like,
Yeah, he's staying there.
what's up?
He's kind of just watching, and he's like off to the side, like just like watching what you guys do.
Well, guess that's the end, guys. Too bad we didn't get to figure out our fears. Let's
I thought that was
go.
the end.
We don't get hints, do we?
Probably not.
If we want someone to volunteer to jump off the end, I'll do it. Fine.
Emmet, are we supposed to die from this? Like, we're not supposed to, like,
That didn't seem likely.
okay, there isn't like an option, right? Like, there isn't just like one wrong step and we die, right?
No.
Oh, okay. And then Gorgon kind of just walks over and then just kind of hops off.
Oh,
Um,
do we hear anything?
He crunches.
Gorgon, do you say anything as you go?
No, he just hops off without saying a word. He
Okay.
just says, "All right, well, let's do this," and then he goes off.
Rowan's gonna go over the edge and just sort of look down. Does he see a Gorgon pancake?
No,
Then he's
because
gonna
like
join then.
there's cloud, and so he kind of disappears into the cloud. You don't see him.
Did Gorgon, did you go to the end of the platform? Like the invisible platform?
I never really got off. I just heard
Yeah.
what I figured. I just heard what Missy said. I'm like, oh, okay, and then I just hopped off.
Professor!
Kind of like a
Are you
pencil dive,
alive?
If you ever,
Oh my god.
am I alive? Tom? Did I just kill my character?
Never do a pencil dive in a pool,
I
guys.
kind of just want to see what everyone else does.
We wait. I
Gorgon?
imagine Zed and Den are just like at the edge, like. Well,
Origin?
what do you think? Should we just
Do
do
we-
it?
Was I able to see where he fell through the clouds?
It's at the very end of the plank.
So like, yeah, like
Is there like a Disney style like
Yeah, like a
What?
comedian.
there was briefly, and then it like closes back up.
But I was able to see where it was.
is this like the devil's snare where as long as we wow, I really bring up a lot of references, don't I? Is this like the devil's snare where as long as we stay calm we won't die? Oh, hi, Bruce. Hello.
Edelweiss is going to cast Gust of Wind. It is a line of strong wind, 50 feet long and 10 feet wide, that blasts from me in a direction I choose for the spell's duration, which is a minute. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must make a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away, but doesn't really matter.
And then I can change the direction of it every 6 seconds. Gust disperses gas. The gust disperses gas or vapor, and it extinguishes candles, torches, and similar unprotected flames. Yada 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 yada.
So what direction are you putting it down? Like down or?
Pointing it directly down in the direction that I saw Gorgon fall down in.
And it was 60 feet long, right?
60 feet long.
All right. So you can see the clouds like completely like disperse from like that area, but at the end of it, you still see cloud.
How
This is a long fall.
how
Do I
tall-
hear them calling out to me at all? Or
No, you don't.
He hasn't become
no?
a pancake yet.
Oh,
How-
okay.
tall was the cliff that we walked up to when we arrived here? It was.
That
I
was
know
like
we.
40, 50 feet, right?
That was like
Yeah.
40, 50 feet, but you guys couldn't see like what was like behind that, and I'll tell you now, like there was more mountains behind that, and you guys just kept walking up.
So this isn't necessarily the cliff that we
No.
saw before. I feel like this is about fear, and we just have to do it.
Yeah. Besides, I need to get that javelin back. I don't actually have that many at the moment.
Oh, here.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
While keeping the gust of wind pointing downwards, Edelweiss is going to. May the storms guide me, and just
Belly flop.
just no like you know, do the weird like angel swan dive thing.
Okay.
Okay,
And
swan
so
dive, yeah,
that-
okay.
Actually, he's going to. I'm gonna dispel gust of wind because if the clouds are supposed to protect him, that's just dangerous.
He starts going. He's like, oh.
I'm like pushing away the thing that's probably gonna save my life. Wind's gone.
All right. You all watch as Edelweiss jumps.
Throne's just gonna stand up, sort of, dust himself off, and just sort of grab onto the prayer beads real quick and just be like, Colby, don't fail me now. Also, if I die, Ernest said hello. And he's gonna jump off.
Okay.
And very quickly gotta just look at my like independent chat with Tom to make sure he doesn't send me anything.
I'm also looking at. Are the three of us together at this point, or are they still descending?
Hey, one-shot crew.
I want shot crew.
Man.
Well, I hate to break it to you all, but now this is only a female. This is a female only campaign.
Sick.
Sadly though,
I guess.
as soon as Rodin jumps, Zenny turns around and does like a backflip off the edge
God, why she gotta be so?
and dives
Right.
backwards.
Why?
It's like one leg at a time
If I'm
though,
gonna
so it's not.
I'm gonna do it in style.
I'm gonna look great.
Let's say.
She might. I was thinking about
Your butt bow hits you in the back of the head.
it was backflip or is take out the umbrella and just jump straight.
It's
Oh my god.
She's gonna Mary Poppins
9.9,
it.
9.7, 9.9. Ooh, 8.5 from the Russian judge.
All right. So
So,
that still leaves Missy and Malika.
I just look at Missy and like hold out my hand.
Where are the kobolds?
I assume they're picking,
They
a team up
jumped
for this.
down with Rodin.
I mean, if we want them to jump, I'm cool with them jumping.
It was like a synchronized swimming team. Thornton goes, and the three of them go like, huh. So did the kobolds jump, Thornton?
The world will never know.
Kobolds jump.
Hold on, let's see.
Would
let's
they
let the
would they
dice decide.
follow Throden blindly? 'Cause I feel like they might.
I'll say they'll stick with misfortune. If she tells them to jump, they'll jump, and
Okay.
if she doesn't, they'll just sort of look down like, what a bunch of idiots.
Well,
Do I have? I don't have any communication spell. That figures. No, that figures. Gordon wouldn't have that.
I don't like this.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the kobolds to hold hands with each other. I wanna, if they jump together, I
Just
want
push
to
the
see
Think about the
kobolds.
rabbits.
On hindsight, maybe
want-
I should have just pushed them.
I want to see them do that like skydive thing where they're flying.
They link arms.
Oh, I don't.
In the background, you just hear Edelweiss going, wee, wee, just like goofy.
Okay,
Lord.
I hold Maleka's hand. Do you think if we fall, it's not smart to hold the kobold's hands, right?
Probably not. They're smaller and would fall faster than us.
Really?
I think.
I know I should have asked Emit if people are able to fall off the sides of Skyrise. But if they do, this will certainly prepare me for it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. So I'm holding Maleka's hand and closing my eyes and telling the kobolds to jump with us on the count of 3.
Okay.
Okay. And Misfortune refuses to count.
1, 2, 3. And I step forward and, tug Missy with me.
And only with you. Yep, and we go.
Okay. So as the last of you falls, this kind of happens in order of the way you guys fall. So you all fall under the effects of the Featherfall spell, and you kind of go into a slide. So at first the slide is actually made of you can't see it, so it almost looks like it's made out of this cloud material, and then it kind of goes into it goes into an earthen slide that kind of diverts off into several different ways. So Gorgon ends up going a little bit left at first and then to the right.
God, Edelweiss didn't
Trying to remember the
confuse.
order that everyone went. Edelweiss was next. So
Edelweiss.
he actually follows a similar path. He goes left, waits a little bit, and then goes right. Throden goes left, then another right. And then Zeneria goes pretty much every left turn that Zeneria sees, she goes. And then lastly, Missy and Maleka both follow a a right-centered path. And you all end up. Huh?
Do we lose sight of the kobolds after we jump?
Yes.
Oh, I definitely did. I was closing my eyes the whole time.
You never had sight of them.
The
got their own
impact
fear.
of you guys jumping, you also did kind of lose arms a little bit. So while you guys are relatively close in terms of which paths you took, you did end up in different tunnels. But you all end in a small how big is this room? It's a 30 by 20-foot room. Each with a light source, and you're all alone. I don't really want to describe more because I think this is a good place to pick it up next session.
Oh, I want to keep going.
But you're all alive. You guys did it. You're all alive.
Yay!
We did it.
Swanday.
And before we actually did die, this is just how we get to that 9 hells.
Purgatory.
Yeah, it's purgatory.
Yikes.
Alright, so yeah, that's this session. Next session we'll begin with the trial proper.
Well,
Um,
that is good. Oh yeah.
oh yeah. So I will take a second to remind everyone on Twitch to follow and use your Twitch Prime if you have it. I can spam commands like join the Discord, follow me on Twitter. If you're watching on Twitch, definitely check out the YouTube channel and also the playlist if you are not caught up. If you are caught up, go back and rewatch it so you can look at all my inconsistencies. If someone leaves like cool comments, I might shout them out in future episodes. I'd like to thank Mary and Alex for trying, but I don't want to just say comments from my viewers, from my players.
How do you know it was us?
Yeah.
I gotta make a new account now.
Yeah, now I gotta...
What else? Definitely go check out Mare's Instagram. She makes some of the cool art for stream. Where's character blocks? Put those up.
BLAZE subscribe.
Yeah, so like that down there.
Somewhere.
Right
Yeah.
there. Wait.
She makes
there.
a good
Just
part
like-
of this.
Yeah, it's there.
I'm not in
Wait,
Twitch
wait.
chat right now, so I don't know.
Wait.
It's down from you. The actual
Yeah,
image
there
is
we
down
go.
a little bit to the right.
This,
Yeah.
this, I have to point this way to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, we're pointing at... Wait, we're pointing at Mare? I thought we were pointing at where the
Highlighted.
Instagram
I was pointing at where the art is that she makes.
Okay.
yes.
Art
you're-
there,
yeah, one.
artist there.
Just look where I'm pointing and you'll all understand, okay?
I thought
There
you
you
were
go.
waving.
Yeah.
Got 2 hands. It does cool.
But if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for making it this far in the video. Definitely leave a comment, subscribe, like the video. Is there anything else anyone wants to say or anything I missed?
Yeah, you gotta hit the bell icon.
There it is.
There we go.
Nicely done, Alex.
All right. Then
I was gonna get upset there. I thought he forgot.
clearly I
Your
did,
eyes.
but that's why you guys are like, hey, you forgot this, and then we remember, and it's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's nothing else, we can call this stream, and we will see everyone next session, which is probably next week.
Probably.
Most likely.
Things always
You
happen.
never know.
Follow
put
so
it in
that way you
tomorrow,
get
you
all the
don't know.
updates, guys. Follow. Just
Join the Discord.
Join the
Yeah.
Discord.
Stay informed.
Bye.
Beep, 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 beep.